Mets win, baby, 5-3 over the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we're standing for this one because the Mets take the series W over the Dodgers. And am I overall impressed with the way they played this series? I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle because they were close games. So you got to, at least be happy there because obviously the Dodgers are the team that they are. So you got to be a little happy there. But at the same time, the offense was not productive enough, at least to my likings. They finally got a little productive throughout the game today. And it was nice to see that. Nice to see James McCann actually put together some pretty competitive at-bats. And just the entire team did today, which was nice to see. At least them showing a little bit of a fight when it comes to the at-bats. And it wasn't just, yeah, we're going to go up there and just swing at everything and then sit in the dugout. Granted, it kind of was that way against Kershaw, despite him being kind of rusty today. He didn't have his best stuff. But we'll talk about this game. Before we do, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications as well so you know when I upload. But, yeah, there was a good amount that happened this game. I mean, the Mets ended up actually being productive early, which, again, I say it all the time here, but we like to see them getting early production offensively. BASSIT kind of cruised through the first inning, allowed a single to Trey Turner, but for the most part, cruised along through. Jeff McNeil a little bit scary there, but thankfully he was okay, where it looked like he may have got hurt. But bottom of the first, Marte walks, Lindor with a single, Alonso walks, bases loaded, 1 out. Do something. For the love of God, do something. Darren Ruff, career 100 hitter against Clayton Kershaw, batting 5th today. Pops out. Thankfully, though, Mark Canha then follows it up with a walk, and the Mets get an early 1-0 lead. So, feeling a bit better there. You get a nice early lead. Jeff McNeil pops out, but still, I mean, you gotta be able to produce more, especially because Kershaw, like I said, didn't have his best stuff today. It's his first start back in, I think they said 4 weeks. So you got to take advantage there when he's throwing the way that he was in that first inning. You got to find a way there to score more. And it kind of backfired early because the second inning, BASSIT got into some trouble. Justin Turner with a double. Gavin Lux with a single. And then Thompson walks. They get bases loaded with an out as well. Chris Taylor then, who has been struggling this year, ends up getting a hit, and that makes it a 2-1 game. Thankfully, stopped the third run from scoring. Granted, it was a horrible send. Thompson ends up getting gunned out at the plate there, so kind of caught a little bit of a break there, but that was a weird hit. Also, I thought Marte had that ball all the way, but it didn't look. I guess it didn't happen, and then Betts ends up grounding out to end the inning. Mets go down in order in the bottom of the second. Third inning, nothing happening for either side. You had that delay, though, where Dave Roberts wanted the lights to be turned on, and the lights just took forever to turn on. Don't know what to say. Fourth inning, not much happening either. I mean, was there even to say? I mean, there wasn't a lot happening there, like I said. So, yeah. I mean, you had a Justin Turner single, but didn't matter because double play ball after that ended up being reviewed because it was called safe at first, but ended up getting reviewed, and that ends that inning. Fifth inning, pretty much the same deal. Dodgers gather hit, and the Mets still looking pretty poor offensively, and you're like, all right, when are we going to get things going here? Because it's kind of a problem right now. And then I also skipped over the fact, though, that Lindor, I think that was in the, what inning was that in, where he had that beautiful play on the ground out. It might have been, I don't remember when it was, but Lindor had a beautiful just backhand throw on the ground out. Looked sick. Forgot when it was. All I know is BASSIT was on the mound when it happened. Just, again, don't remember exactly when. But BASSIT gets into a bit of trouble in the sixth inning, gets the first 2 outs, no problem, cruises through, then walks Max Muncy, walks Justin Turner, and then thankfully gets Gavin Lux out. So a little scary there. Thankfully, Kershaw couldn't go too deep in the game because Chris Martin comes in, and the Mets actually capitalize on a brutal Dodgers bullpen that has been struggling, to say the least. Except for in the series, the Mets have just not been able to gather hits. And yeah, Starling Marte gets a leadoff single, and then Lindor with a beautiful double. Marte scoring all the way from first, and that ties the game at 2. Alonso strikes out. Lindor able to steal third, and that pays off as Darren Ruff. He didn't miss a home run by much, but he gets a sac fly, which we appreciate. We appreciate productive outs around here, so round of applause there for Darren Ruff getting something going here today for the Mets, as I'll take it. Mark Canha then grounds out to end the inning. But Mets up 3-2. You're feeling pretty good. Trevor May comes in. Bullpen has been holding it down this entire series. So you're thinking, all right, we're in a safe spot here. Trevor May walks the first batter. Your heart starts racing. Chris Taylor was a close at bat there. Ends up striking him out there. Then strikes out Mookie Betts. Gets Trey Turner to fly out. A very scary inning to start, but Trevor May then kind of cruised through, thankfully, so no worries there. Caleb Ferguson comes in then for Martin, and the Mets 2-out hitting again. 2-out hitting. James McCann with a double, and before that, James McCann was actually putting together some quality at-bats, getting a nice couple hard-hit balls, just lining out, and, you know, it's the major league, so we shouldn't be giving a round of applause for, you know, putting quality at-bats and making contact with the ball, but we gotta take the little things for granted here when it comes to James McCann. Let's be real here. So, him making contact with the ball and not striking out, enough to get claps from May. And then he gets a double and end up paying off because Brandon Nimmo, following that, gets a double to make it a 4-2 game. RBI double there. And then Marte with an RBI single on a 3-0 count. And that made it a 5-2 ball game. Lindor then strikes out. Ringing Diaz, sound the trumpets. But, oh crap, was this a scary outing. Walks Freddie Freeman, hits Will Smith, Max Muncy. When that ball, the way the bat sounded off that, the way it looked off the bat, my heart sunk to the floor. Everything turned black, and my life was flashing before my eyes on that one. But thankfully, it stayed in the ballpark for a flyout, advances the runners. But at least, you know, at least you get an out there, right? Well, Justin Turner then follows it up by doing the same thing in the Diaz point again. It scared the living crap out of me. But, yeah, ends up making a 5-3 game with the sac fly. My life was flashing before my eyes again. Diaz, though, strikes out Gavin Lux 103 on that last pitch. Can you say disgusting? But Diaz definitely didn't look sharp. He was hanging a couple sliders today, hanging a couple pitches. So, little worries from there. Hembree then comes on, the former Met, and of course he doesn't even make it really a problem there for the Mets. Vogelbach with a walk. That was about it, that inning. But Ottavino then comes in, and he was by far the best pitcher for the Mets today. Well, maybe outside of Bassett, but he was definitely the best out of the pen today. He was absolutely disgusting. The slider just absolutely going for him, making Chris Taylor look stupid on that strike 3 there. Struck out Thompson before that, and then gets Betts to fly out to end the game. The Mets win this series, which is huge because obviously looking at the schedule, this was the only part left. We said before this series, gotta beat the Dodgers at least. I was hoping for at least 1 win here. Get 2, claps from me on that because I was expecting 1, take it, and of course the game that I went to is the one they lost, so I guess I shouldn't be going to Citi Field anytime soon, huh? But, yeah, you take that. Hope the Braves lose tonight as well. They're up 1-0 right now in the bottom of the 4th against the Rockies, but hope the Rockies can get some magic. They almost came back last night, so if we could gain ground while beating the Dodgers, feeling pretty good there. In terms of the pitching, Bassett, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not necessarily a sharp outing, but Bassett, what he's been providing for us is eating innings, and you take that all the way, and he was solid enough to the point where he definitely deserved the win, and I'm glad the Mets were able to get some runs there before they ended up calling up the bullpen, so he could get the win there. So very nice to see Chris Bassett earn himself a win. By the way, 6 hits apiece, I should say, for both teams here. And no errors today. Granted, I mean, Dodgers kind of had a little uh-oh moment, though, in a couple there, which I forgot to mention. They had a couple uh-oh moments where that Starling Marte hit. Was it the Marte hit? No, it was the, might have been the Lindor hit. I don't remember which one, but you had a little uh-oh there with one of the Betts runs where, or one of the hits rather, whatever it was. You had a little uh-oh there with Betts and Lux there, not being able to coordinate, who gets the baseball there. So, little old Dodgers moment there. And then Trevor May comes in, picks things where Bassett left them, allows a walk, but 2 strikeouts and no hits allowed. So definitely nice to see Trevor May get back on track here. He's been looking a bit sharper, knocking on wood there, but hoping that he could stay solid for the bullpen. Diaz definitely looked really shaky, definitely looked human today. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, an earned run. And of course, the Gary jinx, because he comes into the game, and when Diaz came in, he says, "Oh, Edwin Diaz hasn't allowed a run in the 8th inning." Well, sure enough, yeah, he allows a run in the 8th inning. Thank you, Gary. But I digress. If you're going to allow a run, Diaz, let it be in a game where we're still going to win. So I will absolutely take that, because Diaz, like I keep saying, he's not going to be perfect the whole way through. That's just the reality of it. So you take what you got there and you run with it. Adam Ottavino comes in for the save. 2 strikeouts. He was absolutely disgusting. No hits allowed, no walks. Really great. Great past few games for Ottavino. Super underrated. It goes from no saves to now 3 saves on the year. So got to give some love to Ottavino as of lately here. The lineup, a little rough with things. No pun intended there with Darren Ruff. But Nimmo going 1 for 4 with an RBI, striking out once. Okay day for Brandon Nimmo. All right. Sure. Marte, though, 2 hits, going 2 for 3 with an RBI, walking 1, striking out. Yeah, Starling Marte, like I said, on fire, and he continues that, and sure helps the Mets win this one. Lindor with an RBI. See what happens when the top 3 in your order all get RBIs, or have your top 5 as well. But Lindor, 2 for 4 on the day, striking out twice. Solid day for Lindor. Made some nice defensive plays as well, so gotta love what you saw there. Pete, 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a walk. Yeah, getting a bit worried there. We're getting a bit worried, because earlier talking about him in the MVP conversation, and yeah, he sure has not been MVP level. At least this series he wasn't, because the Dodgers, they figured out the formula there. Those high fastballs got him looking like J.D. Davis, huh? Speaking of J.D. Davis, the guy that we traded J.D. Davis for, Darren Ruff, 0 for 2 with an RBI, struck out once. I mean, a productive out, but still not seeing enough from Darren Ruff. He cannot be hitting 5th anymore. Simple as that. No way around it. And then Vogie with a walk, so solid pitch hit appearance for him. Marcana going 0 for 3 with an RBI, struck out once, so I'll take that. I'll take the RBI there from Canna. McNeil, a weird 0 for 4 day, so maybe he wants to start separating the hands again on the bat, because he kind of started putting them together again. You might, well, he's a lefty, so I should be doing it this way, but maybe you want to start separating the hands again. I'm sure people are going to clip that and meme that. I should not have done that, but whatever. I don't care. Escobar then goes 0 for 3, struck out once. Yeah, not a good day from Escobar, plain and simple. And then James McCann, 1 for 3 with a hit. And he actually had some quality at bats, so I will absolutely take that. But now we move on. We move on to what should be the easy part of the schedule. We play the Nationals, and listen, you're not going to go perfect the whole way through. Let's make that clear now. The Mets, we can't expect them to win all the games, but I will say this. If they get killed in any of these games, I will absolutely be livid. But play some quality baseball, and let's gather some wins here, because we control our own destiny. Simple as that. Got to gather some wins. Josiah Gray versus David Peterson, it's looking like, is the matchup for tomorrow. So, yeah, be on the lookout there. Stay tuned for the Mets Talk podcast that should be going up tomorrow, I want to say. We're going to record it tomorrow, maybe tonight. Not too sure, but you guys will see. Turn on your notifications so you know. And also, leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe if you guys are new. I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Mets, baby.